Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and in today's video I wanted to discuss low band spectrum. Now, this is a very unique spectrum to have for carriers. It travels further and it penetrates much better inside of buildings. Now, with that said, all major 4 carriers have some sort of low band spectrum. As we all know, well, most of you know, Verizon and AT&T have the biggest channel sizes as far as them having slices of 10 by 10. By looking at this one right here, Verizon only has 10 by 10. So wherever they have low band spectrum, it's a slice of 10 by 10. So as you can see, the red spots that you see on the video, those are spots where Verizon doesn't have any low band spectrum. So as you can see here, they have a lot of nationwide low band spectrum, but there are some areas where they do not have any low band spectrum. So I just want to point this out, and I've made a shocking discovery in my opinion, and I'm sure you guys know about this already, well, most of you. So let's continue here. Verizon having the biggest slice of low band spectrum, that's no surprise. That's how they started the LTE rollout. This is AT&T's, and as you can see here, AT&T low band coverage is a little different. They have most of their spectrum is covered by 10 by 10, but they also have some 5 by 5 low band as well, which is the yellow. And then they have a lot more red spots as far as places that they don't have any low band spectrum, as you can see here. So that's definitely a discovery for me. I always thought that AT&T only had 10 by 10 low band, but as you can see, they do have 5 by 5 slices in many markets. So that's definitely a new discovery to me. Let's look at who's next here. T-Mobile. So T-Mobile has, as you can see here, they have some 10 by 10 channel sizes of band 12, but very, very limited. I mean, that's very limited. Very, very limited. Most of it is covered by 5 by 5, as you can see, and then they have a lot more red spots. So definitely keep that in mind as well. But they make the most out of their resources and bandwidth that they have, that it that it works very well. Sorry about the video being so shaky. I'm working on getting a tripod, so bear with me. I do appreciate all the feedback that you guys have been giving me in the videos. I appreciate that a lot. I also want to make a shout out to anybody that watches the video that's from Florida, Miami, Jacksonville. I hope you guys are safe out there. I've seen that the hurricane is pretty bad out there for you guys. So I just wanted to, my prayers go out to you. Alright, so as you can see here, T-Mobile, they need a lot more licenses to keep up with Verizon and AT&T as far as low band. Now, the next one here is a shocker to me. So Sprint looks to have the most low band spectrum out of all carriers. And now, yes, I know they don't have the largest channel size bandwidth, but what they cover with their low band per square mile is more than AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. They only have a few red dot, as you can see to the right, and then they have a small red dot up here at the top. But everything else is covered under their low band. Now, of course, most of it is not rolled out. So in forming an opinion, it is a money issue. If Sprint had big money, I'm sure they would roll all of this out. And then of course some of it is paperwork and political stuff and permits, especially the markets that border Mexico. They're having a lot of issues. Now I do know a lot of it is already rolled out, a lot of the low band, but this just shocked me. It really shocked me to see that Sprint covers pretty much nationwide on their low band spectrum. Like literally those little spots, I'm sure they can figure out a way to cover those markets by small cells and stuff, so you won't even notice not having any low band. Now, we already know that Sprint has the most high band spectrum with their band 41. In their top 120 markets, they have 5 to 6 carriers of LTE on band 41. That's ridiculous. I mean, no other carrier in the world can get even close to that. And now they have the similar, they have coverage, you know, that's similar to Verizon nationwide and even more. And once again, I'm not talking about bandwidth, I'm talking about coverage. So that's definitely sounds like to me that Sprint might be the most underrated carrier out of all carriers in the United States. Maybe between, let's say, another 3 years from now, Sprint could definitely shake some stuff up here with, you know, looking at this type of spectrum that they have nationwide. I really never looked into their low band spectrum and how much they have, but now I did, and I'm kind of shocked. I knew that they had the most high band spectrum, but this is very fascinating to me, and I'll show you guys the other coverage maps again to show you how much more Sprint has. As you can see, all the red spots, T-Mobile doesn't have low band spectrum in. As you can see here, all these low spots for AT&T, and then all these red spots for Verizon. Verizon is second as far as how much they cover on their low band, but Sprint is definitely first. Now, with that said, with that initial, just that 5x5 slice, you're not going to get great speeds on it with Sprint, but coverage will be there. So that's definitely amazing to know that Sprint could actually cover the whole nation pretty much with low band. Now, money, you know, money will always be an issue for Sprint. I think they're getting better. They have a new management team that's working hard, so they might actually turn profitable here in the next few quarters, in my opinion. You know, some articles that I've read, you know, they said, some analysts say the same thing, but we'll have to wait and see. They're definitely growing, so that's a good sign. T-Mobile, you know, T-Mobile's growing, you know, growing a lot, and they're making the best out of their resources and spectrum that they have. So I hope Sprint can continue to do the same and quietly roll out the network and then just surprise a bunch of people. I would really love to see that, and then not making so many announcements like they did at the beginning. You know, Marcelo said they'll be number 1 and 2 in every market in a couple of years. You know, that kind of backfired on him. But now they're just really being quiet about it, and they're just working. You know, action speaks louder than words, and that's what they're showing us. So definitely let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. You know, also, if you didn't know about this, let me know. It's shocking to me that Sprint has that much of low band spectrum across the nation. I know it's only 5x5, as I mentioned before, but coverage is there. So definitely like, subscribe, and share. And like I said again, prayers go out to you guys in, you know, in the Florida region. I hope you guys are staying safe out there. This is Tyrone with Tech Life, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.